You would like a marmalade sandwich? I always keep one for emergencies.
Sandwiches are great, no doubt about it. Some sandwiches, however, are best to be avoided. So here are the 10 worst fast food sandwiches to stay away from in 2022. The Spicy Chicken Deluxe Sandwich.
I do not like fast food. McDonald's is garbage.
Burger King, the worst.
The Spicy Chicken Deluxe Sandwich, which was released only a year ago, is about as unhealthy as it gets. It has a calorie count of 1,499, a total fat content of 149 grams, and a salt content of 4,755 milligrams. This chicken sandwich is the worst in terms of nutrients. The excessive amount of calories, fat, and salt levels originate from the fried chicken's breaded coating. Add to that the mayonnaise-based condiment, which regrettably also appeared to be one of the most appetizing portions of the sandwich. According to the American Heart Association, the calories here reflect 3/4 of what an average adult should consume in a day. The salt is more than double the recommended daily amount. Of course, chicken sandwiches are high in fat and sodium, but the Spicy Chicken is a one-of-a-kind alternative. It is among the unhealthiest options available at the moment.
Objection! Unhealthy!
When you combine Burger King's Spicy Chicken with a greasy side dish, you've got yourself a calorie and salt nightmare. It's just too much for one meal. Aim for a healthier sandwich by substituting ketchup for any creamy mayo-based spread. And use only one beef or chicken patty and pile on as many vegetables as you can. If you choose to order it on a whole wheat bun, it'll be even better for you. Jimmy John's JJ Gargantuan on French bread.
Gargantuan thicket of madness.
The Jimmy John's menu is diverse. It ranges from plain slims, which are plain meat and sometimes cheese on bread, to giant clubs stuffed with anything you can think, from turkey, provolone, and cucumber to ham and bacon. But there's one sandwich that reigns supreme, and it's the JJ Gargantuan, the biggest and baddest of them all. Just have a look at this sandwich. The sheer size and name are unhealthy. Consider what goes into this monstrous thing. Capicola, salami, ham, turkey, and roast beef, to name just a few. There's no way that quantity of meat doesn't turn into a salt bomb, and just glancing at the sodium level of this one will make your heart skip a beat.
You order mini stroke, one with the real heart attack.
Mayonnaise, provolone cheese, lettuce, onion, tomato, oil, and vinegar with sprinklings of oregano and basil flavor are added to the Gargantuan. The combination of mayonnaise and oil adds a lot of fat and calories. This sandwich has more than 3 times the daily salt allowance, so it's definitely one to avoid. But don't worry, JJ's also provides a terrific healthy option. The 8-inch Slim 4 is served on wheat bread with turkey and bread as the only fixed components. After that, pile on all of your favorite vegetables and you've got yourself a considerably healthier alternative. Firehouse subs a large Smokehouse beef and cheddar brisket on white bread.
Oh, brisket.
This meaty sandwich is packed with a 1/4 pound of freshly made beef brisket, which has been hickory smoked in an authentic smoker for at least 10 hours. The meat is then steamed and heaped high over a toasted sub bun with melted cheddar cheese. This sub's salt content is definitely out of whack, though. The Smokehouse beef and cheddar brisket, which also comes piled with mayo and barbecue sauce, has more than double the recommended salt limit for an entire day in just one sandwich, and should be avoided like the plague if you value your cardiovascular health.
We are going to eat healthier.
While lean beef and cheese can be eaten as part of a balanced diet, the enormous size of this sandwich implies there is more meat and cheese, which means more calories and fat. When you add mayonnaise and barbecue sauce, their percentages skyrocket. Instead, we recommend ordering the medium turkey sub on wheat bread from Firehouse Subs the next time you're there. This sandwich has 1/3 of the calories, fat, and salt of a regular sandwich. Quiznos 12-inch classic Italian on white bread.
Hey, I don't even know what he had for lunch.
Italian sandwich.
Oh, with what kind of chips?
Quiznos was once a burgeoning sandwich chain that appeared capable of overtaking Subway in popularity. The toasted subs on Quiznos' menu appeared like the wave of the future compared to Subway's rather frigid offerings. Unfortunately, their popularity dwindled due to a variety of factors ranging from disgruntled franchisees to obnoxious marketing. Quiznos went from approximately 5,000 outlets in 2007 to less than 400 sites 10 years later. Even after being forced to declare bankruptcy in 2014, Quiznos was able to weather the storm. This fast food sandwich business is still a little tougher to locate than it formerly was. On the list of unhealthiest fast food sandwiches, Quiznos' 12-inch classic Italian ranks 4th. This unholy delicacy is composed with 4 distinct meats: pepperoni, spicy capicola, salami, and smoky ham, resulting in a lot of flavor.
Tasty.
There are some lighter toppings here, such as melting provolone, fresh lettuce, black olives, lettuce, onions, banana peppers, and red wine vinaigrette. Still, the size of this sandwich and its ridiculous amount of meat drives its calories, fat, and salt straight through the roof. You might be better off with the 4-inch spicy Monterey Jack sandwich on multigrain bread. It will save you quite a bit of calories, being a quarter of the original. Arby's half-pound beef and cheddar.
Arby's has the meats, but Amy's got the deets.
Sandwiches, in comparison to other fast food staples, don't do nearly as much harm, or don't have to. If you have a choice between pizza, fries, and a fresh sandwich, the sandwich is generally the simplest to turn into something healthier. However, the lesser of two evils option isn't necessarily the healthiest decision. Creamy sauces, heaping slabs of processed meat, and big bread pieces can rapidly push a sandwich into the high-calorie and fat zone. That's exactly where you'll end up with Arby's half-pound beef and cheddar. Arby's is undoubtedly a popular fast food alternative, with new items being introduced to the menu on a regular basis. But think twice before ordering this bad guy, which has a half-pound of roast beef on an onion bun with cheddar cheese sauce and special ranch.
That's huge. So huge.
There's less bread in this sandwich, which lowers the calorie count slightly, but a half a pound of beef is much more than most individuals should consume per serving. Of course, it will increase the calories and salt in your sandwich. And don't forget about the ranch, a rich, creamy sauce that enhances the flavor of everything while also adding calories and fat to the sandwich. Panera Bread French Toast Bagel with sausage, egg, and cheese.
I did have a poppy seed bagel for breakfast.
A fast food breakfast sandwich may be oh so tasty and handy when you're pressed for time. With enough protein, a little fiber, and veggies wherever we can get them, a good morning meal can give you a head start. It's no secret that Panera is one of America's favorite sandwich chains, with more than 500 locations nationwide. But the chain also features an unhealthy side: its French toast bagels. These bagels are served warm and come in classic flavors like chocolate chip, cinnamon raisin, or strawberry jam. When made into a sandwich, the calories and fat levels skyrocket. The mix of ground sausage and melty cheese adds a lot of salt to the dish. Putting it on a bagel alone adds a significant amount of calories and sodium. We're not sure if Panera caught wind of how appalled health professionals were at this monstrosity of a breakfast sandwich.
Until you start serving healthy food, the midday mommies are pulling you from snack rotation.
But things have changed recently at the famous sandwich chain. The restaurant still offers the cinnamon crunch bagel, but the French toast bagel is no more. So sad those gluttons who want to try this calorie bomb are left to their own devices. Yet, a recipe for French toast bagel pudding is still available on Panera's website. Now that sounds like a sugar coma. Potbelly's Big Mama's Meatball Sandwich on white bread.
The perfect meatball sandwich is sauced exactly 70 seconds before being served to maintain bread integrity.
The meatball sub is one of the most prominent sandwich options in fast food establishments. Meatballs are a tasty addition to Italian cuisine, side dishes, and snacks. Pork and beef meatballs are commonly made using onions, breadcrumbs, eggs, butter or margarine, salt, and a variety of additional seasoning. With huge meatballs, stacks of provolone cheese, and marinara sauce, it's evident you're in for an extravagant feast of comfort food with this sandwich. However, if you get the large version and have it on white bread, it transforms into one of the most unhealthy sandwiches available. The reality is that meatballs are pretty caloric because they're often not produced with the healthiest ground beef or pork, and the marinara sauce is most likely the source of the sandwich's high salt levels.
Poisoned or too salty?
While everyone likes a meatball sub, we suggest white meat and small portions if you're trying to eat healthy. That might be the original size of the classic turkey breast and Swiss cheese on multigrain bread from Potbelly. You can and definitely should stuff it with all your favorite vegetables, too. Jersey Mike's Giant Club Sub on white bread.
Looks like we're gonna go to Jersey Mike's and hope that future science will save us.
This is not the type of sandwich club you want to join. Not only are 250 of the calories exclusively from mayo, but the entire sandwich also has more salt than you should consume in a single day. Without a doubt, this is one of the highest sodium restaurant meals, loaded with turkey, bacon, ham, provolone cheese, lettuce, onions, oil and vinegar, salt, and mayonnaise. This club sub is a traditional American throwback. However, when we consider the calories, fat, and salt levels, we can only conclude that there must be a healthier way to enjoy this beloved dish.
Hey! Is that healthy food?
While none of these components are bad on their own, when they're combined, items like bacon, oil, and mayonnaise deliver a calorific punch. Another issue with this sandwich is its size. We suggest Jersey Mike's regular-sized grilled portobello mushroom and Swiss on wheat bread instead of this 2,000-calorie sandwich. Subway's Steak Cali Fresh Footlong on Italian herbs and cheese bread.
Is this Subway the transportation system or Subway the sandwich shop?
Subway, unlike many other fast food chains, has had a dreadful few years. The brand is continuously upgrading its menu and attempting to gain positive publicity in any way possible. However, their new Cali Fresh sub with its high salt level will not assist in this regard. Steak, bacon, avocado, and mozzarella are among the ingredients in this footlong sandwich, which also comes with a selection of vegetables. The sheer enormity of it is the main concern. There are some great, seemingly healthy toppings here, like steak, mozzarella, and avocado. But when you eat more than the serving size, it turns into calorie overload.
Dad, you're eating too much.
On top of it, the bacon greatly increases the saturated fat and salt content. If you're at Subway and want to give your overstuffed stomach a break, we advise you order the 6-inch Veggie Delight on robust wheat bread with olive oil and vinegar, lettuce, spinach, tomatoes, cucumbers, red onions, and green peppers. Arby's Roast Turkey Ranch and Bacon.
What's going on in that room? It's a focus group of Arby's executives watching us eat.
Arby's gives the iconic turkey sandwich an excessively theatrical facelift. This turkey, thick-cut pepper bacon, peppercorn ranch sauce, and cheddar cheese sandwich is overstuffed. It's one of the fast food chain's most calorie-dense items, and it contains more salt than the typical person should consume in a single day. That's right, you heard that correctly. The American Heart Association recommends that most people consume no more than 2,300 milligrams of salt per day, yet this single sandwich considerably surpasses that recommendation.
Okay, that's too much.
It's easy to see why the salt count is so high, given all the salty ingredients included in the sandwich. Furthermore, this sandwich has 800 calories, which is approximately half of your daily calorie requirements if you follow a 2,000-calorie diet. And that's without a side. It has more sugar than 5 Oreo Thin biscuits. To reduce the number of calories and salt in this sandwich, cut it in half. You might be at the end of this video, but why stop now? Check out another great BabbleTop video. Thanks!